What's going on, everyone? Lakers appear to be missing everybody this upcoming Nets game. It's going to be a big Austin Reeves game for sure. But one of the things that I want to talk about, just in general, with LeBron missing up to 2 weeks, also reports came out that the Lakers are going to be patient. They don't want to rush. Like, they want him healthy, right? Good to go, making that last push, and then getting into the postseason healthy. That's the best course of action. That's the best approach, right? Doesn't matter what our seeding is. We could be the 1 seed. If LeBron isn't healthy and Luca isn't healthy, it's irrelevant. We're not going anywhere. We're not winning anything. So you need to make sure that LeBron and Luca are as healthy as possible. So take your time with Luca. I even talked about how if I was the Lakers, I would actually sit Luca and not play him till probably the Nuggets game, right? So that way he kind of gets a week to regroup and recoup. Because the Bucks game, obviously you obviously want to win the Nets game. Bucks game you'd like to win, but it's not as important as the Nuggets game because, one, you're fighting with the Nuggets for seeding, and two, they are a Western Conference team that you want to beat, you want to win, and also just, again, going up against the Denver Nuggets and the history we've had the last few years. So I do believe that they need to kind of make sure Luka as well as LeBron is as healthy as possible. LeBron comes back. As long as the Lakers are a top 4 seed, even if they do fall to the 5th seed, I don't think it's the end of the world. I want them to be a top 4 seed so they at least have home court in the first round. They've been very good at home, a very good home team. And then also, it gives you that opportunity to kind of work stuff out that you need to work out come playoff time. And you're probably playing a team like the Houston Rockets, which I think the Lakers can beat regardless. But I also think that they can beat even with them maybe trying to figure some stuff out, like in case they lose a game or two that they probably shouldn't have lost, that you can still weather the storm enough to pull out that victory for that series, right? Like that's kind of where I'm at. I don't really care if they get the 2 seed. To me, it's just a vanity metric. Like, yeah, we got the 2 seed. Who cares? If we hoist the Larry O'Brien trophy as the 5th seed, are we really going to be like, well, but we were the 5th seed, right? Like, no one's going to care. Everyone's going to be like, let's go, right? Lakers just won the chip, right? So to me, it's more about just getting there and getting healthy. But Luka in particular, right? He's had some great games. He's had some games where he's looked all the bit Luka. But he's had some games where he's had some struggles and stuff, which is fine. It's understandable, right? Was dealing with an injury, missed like 6 weeks, and then came back, played like a game, and then missed another week, right? Like, he's had a lot of time off. He's been trying to work on stuff. Oh, yeah, and by the way, he's on a brand new team, trying to learn a new system, trying to fit in. Oh, yeah, and by the way, he's playing alongside LeBron James and Austin Reeves and guys like that, and they're trying to still work themselves out and stuff. So we always knew that this was going to be a process. I said the moment Luka got traded, as like, I don't care if it's a little awkward or clunky, which it has been. Lakers have been great, right? Like, it's been one of the best teams, if not the best team in the league for, even before Luka became a Laker, and Lucas came in and it's been great, right? But even then, like, it hasn't looked what you fully envision. There have been some clunky areas. Luka at times has kind of had some clunky areas, which again is fine. As long as you figure it out come playoffs, right? Regular season, you're going to win enough games. You're going to be fine to where you're going to be a top seed. So they're not going to fall into the play-in or anything. Like, I'm not really worried about that. Lakers have like a 6.5 game cushion, and they have tiebreakers against all the other teams. So Lakers are fine, right? Like, even if you sat LeBron and Luka for the rest of the regular season, the Lakers probably still would finish in the top 5. So again, not really worried about that. Luckily, they handled their business when they were supposed to, so that way now LeBron doesn't have to rush back, right? Because we've had LeBron the last few seasons around this time end up kind of dealing with a little injury. And we've had to like kind of make these pushes towards the end of the season just to make the play-in, not even a playoff spot. Luckily, the Lakers, again, handled the business early on, so that way they don't have to worry about, okay, hey, LeBron can do what he needs to do, get right. If you need to have Luka miss a week or two, he can miss a week or two and get right. But Luka getting established without LeBron, I do think is going to be very important and very impactful for the Lakers, because LeBron has said himself, right? They are at their best when Luka has the basketball, right? LeBron wants Luka to have the basketball. JJ wants Luka to have the basketball. Obviously, Luka's going to spend time off ball and whatnot, but the idea is that this is now Luka's team. LeBron is stepping into that second player, right? Second best player role, right? Second star role. It is hard, right, when LeBron's there because, LeBron is going to do LeBron things still. Luka at times will even kind of default to LeBron and let LeBron do his thing. Not having LeBron may be a blessing for the Lakers. Not saying that they're better without LeBron. Not saying that, that means LeBron should retire. No, nothing like that. I mean, in the sense of allowing Luka to start to take over, get comfortable, be the guy, right? Be the offensive engine, be the clear-cut number one guy that has to do everything and kind of get back to being Luka. Allow him to get into his rhythm, allow him to get into his flow, allow Luka to become Dallas Luka more rather than trying to figure stuff out with LeBron. And now, if Luka is that version of Luka, all LeBron has to do is just come in and plug in, right? Rather than trying to figure out, okay, how are we going to make this work? How is this? Like, what about this, right? Now, all of that you don't have to worry about anymore because now LeBron is just going to come back and do what he wants to do, which is be the second guy, play off ball, right? And then they can kind of get back into a rhythm, get back into a flow, and then they can work on kind of their two-man game and stuff, right? And JJ can kind of scatter and do what they want. So I do think that this LeBron, obviously you don't want LeBron to be injured or anything like that, right? Like I'd much rather the Lakers just like, hey, we're going to sit LeBron for 2 weeks just to let him get some rest, right? Than him actually getting a growing strain because that could be, pretty significant, which is why you want to take your time getting him back. Don't want to rush him. You don't need to rush him, right? Lakers also have been very good without LeBron, without Anthony Davis, and without Luka. They've beaten some good teams without those guys. And Austin Reeves, this is when Austin Reeves shines, right? This is when usually Austin Reeves, it would help if Rui was here, right? Because Rui is a guy that can go get you 20 to 30 on any given night, right? But nonetheless, this is going to be the Reeves show. Reeves could take over and be the guy for the Lakers. If Luka plays, great. But at some point, I do imagine you're probably going to have, a handful of games or so where Luka is going to play without LeBron. And I do think that is very important, not only for the team, so Luka can get back to being the best version of himself and he can get into a rhythm and he can get into an offensive flow, but also allow what's best for the team in the sense of Luka can now get familiar with the guys. Right? Instead of okay, I need to make sure LeBron gets his 20 attempts, right? I need to, outlook pass to LeBron, right? All those things like that. Now he can focus on really building the relationships with the other guys as well as building the chemistry and rapport, but also building their confidence and getting them going. Again, so LeBron just comes back and he's just plugging in, right? He's just, not skipping a beat and is able to kind of be the guy that we need him to be as that kind of second option. I mean, LeBron's LeBron. He's still ridiculous, right? But him in that second option role as your second guy is what he wants. It's what the Lakers want. It's what, is probably best for Luka and all that stuff. So I do think that in a way, this is a blessing in disguise all around. Again, obviously you don't want it to be because of injury, but LeBron's probably not missing time otherwise. And luckily, knock on wood, it wasn't significant enough to where it's like, we're in trouble, right? LeBron said he's good. I trust LeBron to say he's good, right? So, but this is good to give LeBron and his body at his age, just give him some rest. Allow him to kind of work through what he needs to work through. Allow him to kind of get in the rest mode a little bit, right? So that way he can gear up and ramp up for whenever he comes back to regular season, make that last season push, get ready for the playoffs to try to go hoist the Larry O'Brien, and then, end up, allowing Luka to kind of evolve. And then also Luka and Reeves allows those two to really kind of develop their chemistry and their relationship and allow them to kind of find their footing together. Because, I mean, LeBron's even said, right, Luka, he's the guy. Austin Reeves, he's the guy. I'll figure it out. Right? Because that's what LeBron wants, right? And if you can get LeBron to basically be your third guy, again, it's LeBron, he's never really going to be a true third guy, but you get the point, right? If Reeves can get going and Reeves can get comfortable and he can get up to, 20 plus a night, right? He's right there. But if he can he's been very good, very consistent. If he can kind of keep building on that, build that two-man game with a Luca, which is also good for the Lakers, period, because you want to kind of see Austin Reeves is going into a contract year next season, right? Is he the guy that you want alongside Luca? Maybe. I don't know, right? You probably want to see that, though. So if you can get, a handful of games to kind of get a good look on that and kind of evaluate, okay, how does that look? That just, again, bodes well for the Lakers, plus the Lakers in a good position. So I do think that this is really good, not only for LeBron to just get some rest, I think it's good for the Lakers to kind of figure some stuff out without LeBron, and then LeBron can just plug in. I think this is really good for Luca to kind of evolve and get into his style of play and get to be the Luca that we know from Dallas. And then also Austin Reeves can kind of plug in and figure his things out. So I think this is a really good opportunity for all parties involved. But let me know what you think. As always, this is a discussion and I pass a question on you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. What do you think? I feel what are your thoughts? Do you agree with me? Disagree with me? Kind of mixed in the middle? However you feel. Whatever your thoughts are. I'd love to hear it either way. So let me know down in the comments below. That being said, if you haven't liked this video, hit that like button. Helps me a lot. So we enjoy these types of videos, and I truly appreciate it. Not subscribe channel, hit that subscribe button. Turn on the bell notifications. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next one. Thank you.